This podcast is explicit. So if you have any humans under the age of 18 and you're strict about the things that come into their ears, and you want to be in control of that sort of thing.
Well, gee golly, Frederick, what type of darn things you might be hearing from them kids on the game Genies?
We swear a lot. So all I'm saying...
Well, shoot darn kookadoon. What that ba-doon darn
Ryan,
shoot dang doom boom ba-doon.
Keep it proper, please.
Do you say, darn it? What type of things do you say?
Okay, just listen to the game Genies. If they're kids, I hope they're gone by now.
If the shoot stupid do dang, then tell them to fuck. Game Genies. Welcome to Game Genies. I am one of your hosts, Ryan, and the other host being...
Figures you would start with an straight in the intro.
You fucking asshole. Did I say before I started?
My name is Fred.
Fuck. I'm such an unprofessional. But when I say unprofessional, I mean I am an unprofessional. See what I did there?
Yeah.
Stupid. So stupid. Well, welcome to Game Genies. We're not going to talk much this week because we have previous stuff that we had recorded last week with my brother whenever Fred was here in Austin. And we want to continue that on for the listeners to enjoy.
So, yeah, we basically had about 3.5 hours worth of conversation because it was all based on one thing.
It was based on why border security is so important in our country, and especially with this presidency.
Ryan?
What? Yes?
I don't know if that was the conversation that we recorded. I don't think that it was.
Okay. Was that just something that we talked about?
Yeah.
No, we didn't talk about that, Fred. We didn't have a fucking immigration discussion even when you were here in person.
So,
it wasn't some fucking small talk in the goddamn car.
Tell them what the episode was about.
Okay, it was about us growing up on gaming. Maybe we'll call this episode that.
Yeah, maybe we will.
But yeah, so we essentially went through the NES, SNES, and PlayStation generations last episode. And in this episode, we're going to continue on essentially Dreamcast through... the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and I guess Wii U. We're not going to go over Xbox One or PlayStation 4 or Switch because we literally talk about it on a weekly fucking basis here.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about any of the current gen consoles.
And we're definitely not going to talk about Fred's immigration policy discussions that he did not, in fact, have with me.
So, to specify, though, when he said NES, SNES, PS... generations, he meant like the whole generation. So we don't just talk about
motherfucker,
those three consoles. I'm not saying that you implied anything. I'm just specifying.
When I were to say, for example, the Clinton generation, I guess I include what the fuck am I talking about?
The Clintons? Ryan, this is a video game podcast.
We're not talking about fucking politics on this stupid fucking podcast because I hate politics. I studied politics for years. That's what I went to school for.
We don't need to get into that.
But you can know I fucking studied it, and I absolutely hate it.
Don't tell them your whole past, Ryan.
That's literally what this episode and the past episode was about. No pun intended.
Right, but in terms of our gaming history,
they can't know what I went to school for. Jesus,
someone's gonna put a clone together before you know it.
A clone?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What would the clone do?
It would the more they know, the more they can program into this clone to have the experiences that you had.
Could the clone go to work for me while I just have fun and play all day?
If it was accurate enough that, like, it didn't know the difference.
It didn't, or they didn't, like the people that know the clone, or that interact.
Well, here's the thing. If the clone was working for you, they'd also want a cut of the money, or you'd have to trick them into thinking they were just working, and you'd take all the money. But then they wouldn't have any money.
Yeah, and then splitting the money wouldn't make any sense. But what I'm hoping for is the clone will not need to eat because it's a clone, right?
Well, I didn't say it was a robot.
Oh. I just assumed there would be some sort of robotic, parts.
I'm just saying, if someone's making a clone of you
like a
somewhere,
cyborg clone,
you're making it real easy for them to give it the life experiences that it needs to
I get
really
it. Here,
be you.
I might as well give them my social security number too. Name is Ryan. Social security number
Ryan. Don't.
Okay.
I had to bleep that whole thing.
That's fine. I mean, well, then somewhere out there in the interwebs, somebody is able to unbleep it, and then they just got my social security number. And thank you, Fred. Now that's how my identity got stolen, and I'm now living on welfare. Fucking asshole you are.
Well,
we don't really have much to talk. Yeah, we don't have much to talk about today. We're just pretty much introducing, but I would like to maybe talk about your trip for a couple minutes that you had to Austin.
We had a good
Let's
time.
talk about that.
Yeah, we got to go to a bunch of local breweries, which was great. One in particular, if you've ever been to Austin or you're in the Austin area, Jester King, they have a wide variety of sour beers, which is great.
I'm drinking a Jester King at the moment. I opened the Dichotomous.
Yeah, we were supposed to drink that.
Well, we didn't, and then you left. So should I save it until the next time you fucking come?
No.
Good.
You can bring some in October, though.
I might bring you a bottle or two of something.
All right.
I might also bring my foot to be placed and or inserted somewhere around your anal cavity.
That's fine. Bring whatever you want.
Cool. We ate some decent food. You had a vegan burger that tasted great. We're not vegan or vegetarian or anything like that.
Arlo's. Yeah, we're not vegan or vegetarian, but
it's a great burger. It's one of my favorite burgers.
This burger is like as good as a regular burger, and I was like, I'll be the judge of that, and I agreed with you.
Well, at least there's one time in the world we can say that happened.
Yeah. We got to play some games at some bars.
Yeah, we that was the first time I had ever just like brought my Switch, and I know you had done that before in your neighborhood. Yeah. But I mean, it was great we played Mario Kart, we played Scattergories, we didn't play
Scattergories, but
whatever.
We played Fortnite.
We played
Fortnite on Wi-Fi next to each other in a bar, and it worked awesome. Mm-hmm. In fact, we posted a video of it side by side. There's like barely any frame rate drop.
And if you look real close, you can see Fred's penis in the picture.
Yeah, in the reflection, because I didn't think about that before I posted it.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. I mean, that's pretty much how the fappening happened. So, what I was going to say, though, this is the first time I ever played a video, like a Switch at a bar. It's literally, we were the fucking people in the goddamn commercial for the Nintendo Switch when it was first announced, and I loved it. It was great.
We had drinks. Yeah. We had 2 screens set up. We were just
we played Street Fighter as well.
Bar.
It was good.
Totally
it was
commercial worthy.
Yeah, it was. They should have had us on the commercials. Minus Fred's Wayne being out, it would have been totally awesome for Nintendo.
Yeah, of course, I'd put that away for the.
You would have, yeah. If they were filming,
if it was a commercial.
Of course. What? Oh yeah. So we did that. You floated the river. That was another thing we did.
Yeah, I lost my shirt.
Okay, let me explain this to people. Floating the river, you're floating on an inner tube, drinking. I feel like all of our stories about your being here was us drinking. But
by the way, we had like a keg's worth of beer floating in a giant canister.
It was great. Because they stopped allowing cans over here. Also, we didn't do our typical. Don't forget to like and subscribe. But you know that at Games Genies Cast, Instagram, Twitter, you can see some of the things we talked about. But yeah, we pretty much the river is a natural river, so it has a current. It's going one way. We were floating downstream on our tubes.
Indeed.
Fred loses his little pink shirt, and he tries to literally swim back for it. And we're like, first of all, you're not going to find it. Secondly, it's going to take you forever to fucking swim.
Well, you know what part of it was? They said you can't. They're like, you can't swim upstream, and I was like, yes, I can.
Yeah. So the stubborn prick of Frederick is what that happened. Also, you kept introducing yourself to everybody that you met as Freddy instead of Fred.
No, my closer friends and family naturally just call me Fred. That is just how it happens.
Okay.
I don't, and then usually, acquaintances and stuff call me Freddy. So that's how I introduced myself.
You met that girl I have a crush on?
I did. Does she listen to this?
No. No one fucking doesn't. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Don't fucking say the person's name though. Don't say her name. That's
I wasn't going
weird.
to. I wasn't even thinking about it before, but now I'm kind of thinking about it.
Don't ever say the girl I have a crush on's name. That would be. Yeah, the name.
Her name
is Alfred.
I'm not bleeping that.
What else did we do? So, you went to the Alamo Draft House finally, which I've been talking to you about before. That's where I go see all my movies. Let's talk about that real quick. This fucking guy, and don't worry, we're about to get to video game people. We're about to get to that.
Well, this is still an app that is centered around this story.
It is. Yeah, you're right. Okay. So Fred has MoviePass, which if you're not familiar with MoviePass, you pay $10 a month. You can take it to certain theaters and use that as your ticket. And I think you can do it a couple times a month. I don't know if how many,
they keep changing their policy. Honestly, I'm going to cancel soon. But anyway.
Okay. Well, and so one of the things you have to do, you have the app, you sign into your account, and they send you a card. They send you like it looks like a debit card, and that's what the theater will swipe, and it'll say that's good for a MoviePass. Just fucking print it out for them, and you're good to go. Well, we go to Alamo, we pick our seats because at that place you get to pick your seats, which I love. I mean, that's why I love.
Well, because you eat too, so I think they want you to be able to like eat together.
Of course, I mean, but I mean, also just like being able to pick my own seat before I go in because whenever I have a premiere night, I don't have to worry about standing in fucking line. I get there right before the movie starts. All so. Right. We're with our friend Jake, who actually listens to the podcast. So,
hi, Jake.
Hey, Jake.
Suck it, Jake.
Jake, turn around. I'm behind you. So, we buy our tickets. We're fine, me and Jake. Fred has MoviePass. He's never fucking used it before, though, so he has no idea. So he swipes it, and the guy goes, it says it's no good. Have you checked in? Because one of the big things you have to do is when you have to go see a movie, I guess you check in within an hour.
So they swiped their cards and paid, and then it was my turn, so I swiped my MoviePass, and then instantly I'm like, oh, I'll just step aside and figure this out. And he's like, oh, well, it's this one transaction. There's like 5 people in line behind me, 2 old people who are very impatient.
Yeah, a Thursday at 11 o'clock a.m. Like, what the fuck? Why are so many people there?
So I was like, I'm really sorry. I was like, I've never used this app before. I didn't know I had to check in. It wasn't connecting, so I had to like ask him for the Wi-Fi. I joked with them.
Everything was so cringy because she's pissed and he's trying to joke with her. And I'm like,
she's
stop
looking
it,
at
Fred.
me all pissed, and I go, well, all these new apps.
Well, these kids these days.
That actually seemed to get a good reaction of her. I think she lightened up a little bit after.
Well,
so.
She didn't.
She was like, "Yeah, all these apps, damn."
Ugh. Well, so they're already pissed off. We're trying to bet what they're going in to see because we were going to see that movie Tag, which is a rated R comedy. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, and they came into the same movie.
Yeah, well, no, but I thought they were going to see fucking Ocean's 8 because that just looked like a very
that you
safe...
did call that.
Yeah, and I didn't call it properly.
And so if you had bet money, you would have lost. I would have your money.
That's fine. Well, so he fucking throws the goddamn his jacket along the seat. Even though, okay, first of all, he's wearing a fucking jacket in 100-degree Texas weather in the summer.
It was protecting me from the sun.
Whatever. And so he tries to drape his jacket around the seat where he's about to sit, and then lo and behold, that same fucking lady who was just pissed at him gets hit by his fucking jacket, and she's like,
yeah,
woo!
She like was like, woo! She like jumped back, put her hands in there.
Then she fucking hates the Alamo Drafthouse. She hates.
I love
us.
old people. That was just an interaction.
But I will tell you this. Then our friend Jake has to go he takes a phone call at the end, at the very end of the movie. Like the movie had just ended. He goes, and then he's walking back in to, like, pay up because you have to pay up for, your food you ate. And he's walking back in, and he almost fucking hits the lady with the door, the same lady. And she's like, woo, again. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, my God. She fucking thinks that, she's like, there was 3 hooligans.
She was like, the heathens go to the Alamo Drafthouse.
Exactly. These skater kids, these fucking rollerbladers, sons of bitches.
Yeah. Well, and then that was right before I left. So then we're driving to the airport, and right while I was in line to go into the security check, I realized I had Ryan's copy of Mario Kart in my Switch.
That's fine. It's fine. I'll get it from you when I come in October. I don't need it. My brother has one, so if I really want to play it, I'll just play his. And
I did end up having a chance to play some tabletop games with you guys.
Oh, yeah, we did.
It was really fun. I'm sorry I won all the games, but...
Fuck off. How's that sound?
I'm legitimately sorry. I didn't mean that. No, I wasn't being passive-aggressive.
Whatever.
Oh, also, what about that Fortnite event that happened? Was that yesterday?
Yeah, let's talk about that real quick. Also, we definitely want to talk about LeBron going to L.A., right?
No, we're not going to talk about that.
Good, because I'm at this point, I'm fucking pissed at the NBA as is. Okay, so yesterday there was, and I'm sure you've heard about it if you're into video games, but this week on Saturday, yeah, because we're recording this on Sunday. Sorry, guys. Fred and I have shit to do in the next couple days. So you're hearing this Wednesday. We record this Sunday. We record the Nets part fucking last week. Whatever. We're in the past. So Fortnite had an event, and it was literally a one-time event. This is not like, oh, finally the thing hit, and now the map looks different when the meteor hit. This is a rocket that people have been speculating was going to get launched, and there was a countdown for a couple days on the TVs throughout Fortnite, and a countdown to 1:30 Eastern yesterday afternoon on Saturday, the 30th of June. And So I find out like 10 minutes before. So 12:20 my time because I'm in Central. I call Fred, and luckily he answers. He hadn't gone